Hi,
everybody.
and we are live. Hello. We'll wait and see what happens here. We think we may be having a little bit of technical difficulties, so we're just going to see what happens. Hopefully, everybody can see us and hear us. So, Jay and I just found this out. You know, our Governor DeWine that made all of our decisions and stuff. They passed our state representatives passed a bill today that he had vetoed back in September, saying that basically the governor has no control to close down any businesses, like when he closed down the small businesses.
Oh, wow.
Unless the big box businesses open. He cannot do that, and he also cannot order people to stay home anymore.
Oh, good.
So that was kind of cool. That was just something that happened today that we were talking about. So maybe there is a light at the end of the tunnel.
I'm telling you there is, because our cases are down up here.
Good.
So I'm thinking, let's pray, and maybe we'll get to the end of this eventually.
Yeah. So I hope so.
Mm-hmm. But
So how's everything going up there?
good. I took a trip actually with Jax and my friend Adrian there, not last weekend, but the weekend before. And we did some.
Jack is messaging me.
Oh, was she?
Yeah.
We did a little bit of hiking, which was really nice. To just get out and get back in nature, and then we stayed in a hotel while we were gone, and we were in bed by like 10:30.
Party animals, you.
Bunch of party animals, eh? I know, I know. But it was good to just get away, get on the road again, and
Yeah.
and get outside, right? So we're not used to not being able to travel, because we used to cross the border all the time and go all over the place. So
Yeah.
yeah,
So you have to visit locally.
yeah. So we're hoping to. We had talked while we were up there about taking a trip to the Niagara region in late spring, early summer, and doing some ghost tours up there. And there's a haunted inn up there that's quite famous, so we're going to stay there. And yeah,
Nice. Now, do you guys
yeah,
have a
be
trip
nice.
this weekend?
A trip planned this weekend?
Yeah.
No, just this is the month of birthdays for me, so I've got a lot of birthday parties.
Okay.
Yeah,
Well, March is a good month.
but yeah, it's a
Can't
fun
complain.
month, that's for sure.
Right? Yeah, I think our next birthday will be Hunter's birthday next month.
Okay.
And
When's
he'll be
Hunter's birthday?
the 21st of April.
Oh, okay.
He'll be 22. Just got his first vehicle put in his own name. He paid for it.
Good.
So it needs a few repairs to it, but he's doing good. Hi, Mama D. She says she's cooking and listening.
Oh, my chat. I gotta try and do this with the chat and.
Uh-oh. Did you see it?
Okay. Yeah,
Okay.
I almost clicked myself out.
I was waiting.
Almost. I was this close.
Too funny. Too funny. I guess down here, anyway, a lot of our conventions are starting to book up.
Oh, nice.
So I think we're going to one next month in Michigan,
Okay.
I think. Hi, Jamie Emery. And of course, we're doing a 101 at 101 this coming Saturday.
Oh, this Saturday.
This Saturday.
Oh, okay.
No. I'm wrong on that. I'm working this. It's next Saturday.
It's next Saturday. That's what I thought.
Saturday. Yeah. Next Saturday. It's Easter weekend. We were worried about if he was going to have to work or not. Mm-hmm. And as it turns out, he won't, because they're even off on Friday. They get Good Friday off.
Wow, good.
So I work for a faith-based facility, and I have to work. Go figure.
Now, do you have a lot of people signed up for the 101?
I actually have no idea. I don't have any idea of who's going to be there, who's signed up. I know they said they had like 6 or 7 tickets that had been pre-bought.
Okay.
Excuse me.
Bless you.
So, thank you. So we're hoping to get a few more. If not, it'll just be an intimate night, and that's good.
There you go. There's nothing wrong with that.
So I'm sure that the spirits in the building will be willing to chat, because nobody's been there. People haven't really.
It's been a while.
Yeah, people haven't really investigated. We went over there not too long ago. Mama D says she'll be here online, or be there online. I'm sure that we'll be going live, especially when we do the 101 session, where we just sit and talk. I enjoy those. You get so many people. We talk about different things. We had a whole list of things that we were going to do on these. Like once we were going to talk about photography, we were going to talk about psychic mediumship, and we were going to talk about, whatever, equipment. And then COVID hit, and it all went to hell in a bag. So we're just going to kind of start putting our toes back in the water. Mm-hmm. I think this one's just going to be, we'll see what pops up, and if anybody is there that they want to talk about something, or if they have questions on something, we'll just see what happens.
Yeah.
We'll do it like that.
Sometimes those start the best conversations, when you don't know what you're going to talk about.
Well, it's funny you said that, because the first time we were at Ashmore, we went with Jason, and Jay and I did, and we were doing, that was when they had like a group host a week, the open event, and Jason was all stressed out. We have to have it, and Jason's kind of like you are. He's like, we have to have our we do a PowerPoint presentation, and we do this, and I need this, and I need this, and we got to set this up. And we're like, no. I mean, no. I mean, and he was so stressed because we didn't do it. We weren't doing any of that. And we said, just let it ride. Let it ride and see what people want to talk about. Mm. And it was fantastic.
Yeah, that would stress me.
But it really did stress him for quite. But he was like, it worked really well, because then people got to ask their own questions, because maybe their question was on something that you weren't going to cover. So it worked out really good, and we got a lot of audience participation that way.
Good.
Because instead of talking at them, we talked to them.
Yes.
Which made a difference. People would rather be talked to than at. And
yeah. We always did, when I do my 101s, we always did a PowerPoint with it, just because, but there was a lot of evidence stuff that we'd caught that we put in there as well. And people for some reason, people like to see evidence.
Right.
But we always did it was a really open format. The only one we did that wasn't open was we did a presentation in a theater, and we had over 100 people.
Oh, wow.
So it's hard to do an open form. Like we just had an open Q&A at the end of it for about 20 minutes or so.
Yeah.
But yeah,
That's a lot of people.
it was busy. We only had the main level of the theater. Nobody was in the balcony. It was just the main level of the theater, which was kind of nice. But it was really cool the way they had it set up.
Wow. Now,
The
was that
theater
there
had,
in your hometown?
it's in Windsor,
Okay.
in one of the oldest parts of Windsor, so it's a really old theater. And the ladies that run the theater thought it would be really neat if we did a 101 right around Halloween. So we did one on the 30th of October. And yeah, we got over 100 people. It was awesome. That was the first time Jax had been on a stage to talk to people. And she was kind of like freaking out a little bit.
Yeah.
But
I tend to do that. I don't like to talk in front of people. I was that person. I don't know if when you were in school, if you had to take like speech class or whatever, or stand up and give reports or all that.
mm-hmm.
When I had to do that, they knew to bring the trash can up next to me because I got so nervous and so upset.
You poor thing.
I can't do it. And it's really weird because I can do, like when we're doing the 101s,
Mm-hmm.
I can talk. We did a presentation. Now, the first one that we did was up at Fort Wayne, and it was at a powwow, and Jay kind of threw me under the bus. And you know how he is. He forced me into talking. And since then, I've had no problem. It's like something, I think it's because it's something that I believe in, it's something that I love,
Mm-hmm.
and I can talk about it without any problem. I can just sit and talk and talk. And people ask questions and I can answer it. It's no big deal. But don't sit and ask me about photography or science and all that because I don't know. Well, I don't got nothing to say about that. If you want me to talk, you got to pick something else different because I don't have. But at the 101s that we do, I can talk with that. Now, Jay the way we usually do it is Jay sits up front because he's the mouth, and I'm sitting on the side next, like I sit in one of the booths.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm up front, and then I just sit and talk to him.
Mm-hmm.
Mama D says I get butterflies in my whole body in live non-video talks. I physically shake.
Ah. See, I was a drama major, so I did a lot of speeches and I used to do a lot of public speaking. So like if we did what am I thinking? Like, when you do presentations at the school, when you have like a pep rally and stuff like that, and you need like an MC for the pep rally, that was me. I did all that stuff.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Yeah. So when you can stand in front of 800 people and do that kind of stuff, 100 people's nothing.
Right. I guess not. I would have been like a deer in the headlight with the 100. Jamie says there's great conversations at 101. He can't wait to get back to it. We do have some really good conversations. Are you and Camille coming next weekend, Jamie? I know it's Easter weekend, so it's going to be hit or miss.
Yeah, we were talking about 101 while we were driving the other day and how much we miss being able to come over and go to those events. Like, because you've got the 101 coming up, but you've got a lot of other stuff that you're booked at this summer as well, aren't you?
We do, but I have no idea what it is. Jay's been filling up the calendar. The only one that I know of, I know that he booked us somewhere. We're in Michigan next month. I want to say it's a paranormal convention, paranormal fest. And we just got booked in, Bodine is booked into Iowa. And I guess that one over there is kind of like their version of Scarefest. So it's a big deal out there. And we just got over there. That just happened. Jay and I are flying out, as long as we still can, we're flying out to Washington State in August.
Wow.
And we're going Iowa one weekend, and the very next weekend is Washington. So, but we're not driving to Washington. I'd love to.
Really? That'd be a drive?
Oh, we don't mind driving. We don't mind the drive because we just sit and talk and, it's no big deal. I don't mind that, but it would take too much time. So we're going to fly out there, and that one is for Chehalis. I think, I can't remember how to pronounce it. It's Chehalis. Chehalis. But it's a one-day event, and we're going to take a couple extra days, probably on either side of it. Just because we're in Washington. I want to rent a car, of course. But I would hate to be that close and not see the Pacific Ocean.
Oh,
I've
never seen the ocean.
I've seen the Atlantic, but I've never seen the Pacific.
Okay.
So I want to at least see it. We're not that far from Seattle, so maybe a ghost tour in Seattle would be pretty cool to do. Because don't they have those underground, I don't know if they're called catacombs or tombs, tunnels, whatever. I think they have those in Seattle. And
Bob's done a tour of them before.
Has he? I know they're a pretty cool deal. So that would be kind of cool to do.
Wow.
Yay, Jimmy and Camille are coming next weekend. He says, I don't like talking to crowds, but at the 101, I can talk all night. And we do. It's so funny. And I think it's just, it's a smaller, more intimate setting. And it's not like you're giving a speech or you're not performing for people. It's just like you're sitting there across the table from somebody, eating dinner, having coffee, and just talking.
Yeah, just a conversation with friends.
Yeah, that's what it is. It's really nice.
Good.
I like how you said a conversation with friends. I think we may use that. I like that. I like that. I'll see what the guys want to do. Yeah, they always outvote me.
I think I stole that from Mama D, I'll be honest.
Oh, did you? Okay, well then we won't use it. Then we won't use it.
Give credit where credit's due. I'm pretty sure I stole that from her.
And, they may want to keep 101 at the 101.
I like that.
Just because it's kind of catchy.
Now, what about isolation challenges? Are they going to start those up again? Those were fantastic.
I don't know. I would like to do another one. I think it's been 2 years since I did mine. Yeah, I think so. It's been 2 years since I did mine. I was the first female to do one.
I'm sorry. My kid.
What's Martin doing?
My kid just came in the room and he's got a note, and the note's waving in front of me on the other side of the camera, and I can't read it without my glasses.
Right.
So let's see this note.
Okay.
My friends went to the hill when I was in the shower, so I actually could have went to see them.
Aw.
So in other words, you're a mean mom for making me stay home.
And you made me shower.
And this is why we've interrupted the show.
That's okay. That was
You're
important.
not sorry. Do you want to at least come wave while you're in here? I'm sorry.
Hi.
Hi, Martin.
This is what happens when you don't have a studio.
That's funny.
Oh my God, I'm sorry. So now what were you saying?
It's not a big deal. Last time my cats were at the door, meowing
right.
pitifully.
Meowing.
Pitifully. So it's not. Well, I'll tell you that later. I don't remember what we were saying. Mama D said that was the name of her old show.
See, I knew it.
You were right. You were right.
Like I stole that from Mama D. I'm sure I did.
Well, they're going to want to keep 101 at 101. And Ro likes that too. So
now the last time. Sorry.
Go ahead.
The last time you did an isolation, you said it was about 2 years ago.
Yeah, I did that. I was the first female to do mine.
Mm-hmm.
And then Jay did his. We tried to do yours.
Yeah.
And all hell broke loose that night.
Mm-hmm.
So you are owed one. So I think we can maybe work it out that even if she doesn't, officially do isolation sessions, I think we can get you there.
Is she going to tie me up again?
Oh, no. I don't know. That may have been what set things off the last time.
That was funny. We're going to just tie you to this door. You're going to do what now?
Yeah, excuse me?
You're going to blindfold me and tie me to a door and hope to God none of the ghosts carry me away? Okay.
Right.
Let's do this.
It's okay. We got you on camera.
Yeah, be fine.
You're
oh my God. So funny. I love Ro.
You know the steps, how they had the hole at the bottom where you could see through? That's all fixed.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, she's worked really hard on that building.
Yes, she has. She's done a lot of work.
Hi, Tina. She has done so much work on it. Jay and I saw it not too awfully long after she got the building. And it was pretty rough.
Okay.
And she has done phenomenal job at it. And she does the majority of it herself. A lot of the stuff that's like the heavy lifting, she would have some guys come in and do. I don't know how many
bins.
The big the big trash bins that they haul on trucks.
Yeah.
Like the construction ones. I don't know how many of those that she took out of there.
Wow.
A lot of it had where ceiling had fallen in, tiles and lats and all that, plaster. It had all that in there. And there was a lot of just junk stuff. So, but she has done phenomenal on restoring it. She's a lady that she had a vision on how she wanted it to be. And she has worked her butt off to try and make that happen. And it's still a work in progress. Thank you, Jamie. He says dumpsters. Thank you.
Dumpsters. There you go.
Hi, Lindsay. So we're talking about the 101 building, Lindsay. But it's like when you give her something to do and you say, or she makes up her mind, this is where I'm at now, and this is where I want to be. She doesn't let anything deter her.
No, she's a very determined lady.
Yes, I really admire that. I really admire that. Yeah, Lindsay, we were talking about how we're doing a 101 at 101 next Saturday. And I know Jamie and Camille are coming. Oh, that got me. I'm sitting here. You guys can't see it because it's clear. That little thumbtack. I'm sitting here just kind of playing with it, and it just kind of flipped, and it about stuck me. So I don't want to. Maybe if I stuck myself, I'd deflate a little bit.
Does that work? That would be lovely.
Wouldn't
It'd
it?
be a hell of a lot easier than walking every day.
Or dieting.
Or dieting.
Yeah. Or even drinking water, which I'm trying to do.
Good for you.
I have issues with it. It has to be cold for me to drink it.
Mm-hmm.
I'd rather drink Pepsi.
Mm-hmm.
So, like this morning, I decided yesterday that I was going to do this. So this morning I got up and I made my cappuccino and I fixed my Pepsi and I went to the office, which is just like walking to the other side of the house for me, thankfully now. And before I can have another Pepsi, I have to drink a thing of water.
Oh, good.
And then I won't drink any Pepsi after 4:30. I won't drink any soda after 4:30.
Oh, wow.
Number one, it keeps me awake and I won't go to sleep. But then that forces me that if I'm thirsty, I'll drink water rather than sit there and be thirsty because I won't. If I drink Pepsi, I'll be up for a while.
Really?
It affects me like that. Mm-hmm.
See, I can drink a Pepsi or a coffee and go right to bed.
Good Lord.
Caffeine doesn't affect me anymore.
Lindsay says she's the same with Pepsi, but she makes herself drink water at night. I know it just doesn't. And it tastes, and I know this is weird. Water tastes different cold than it does hot, or not hot, but like room temp. It tastes different.
It tastes different. I agree.
And I don't know. It's not like they're adding anything to it when you stick it in the refrigerator. You're not adding any flavoring to it. It's still the same thing.
Tastes different.
But it tastes different. I don't know why. But I have to have it. It has to be cold.
I've got to get in the habit of drinking more water.
You drank more water than I did. No?
I used to.
Oh.
Maybe.
Well,
I drink maybe 1 or 2 bottles a week.
That was more than me. And
Oh,
I would buy a case of water a week. But Hunter drank it. He would, as he was walking out, he'd grab 1 or 2 of them and head out the door. And I thought, you know what? If I can buy it for him to drink, I can buy it for me.
Yep.
And we got a second refrigerator. We put it next to the freezer, the big stand-up freezer.
Okay.
We put it next to that. And right now it has beverages in it. Several apple beers, different flavored beers. The freezer has some bourbon in it and some rum.
Oh my God.
Fireball, that type of stuff. I decided Jay bought some, what was the name of it? Squirrel peanut butter whiskey.
Peanut butter whiskey.
Oh my gosh. It was so good. So good.
No.
But I don't like whiskey.
Oh, really?
Peanut butter. So that's a good medium. It's a good meeting ground.
Peanut butter whiskey.
Mm-hmm. I think it was Squirrel that we got. I think it was the name brand, but it's really
Never
good.
heard of it.
Really, really good.
Well, I might have to try it the next time I'm up or down.
Oh yeah, we'll get some. we've decided
Peanut butter whiskey.
we decided to keep it here. But anyway, Lindsay says she has seen a lot of people drinking peanut butter whiskey, but has not tried it yet. I like it. It's one of those things you either like it or you don't. There's no like middle ground to it. Now I'm not going to sit here and drink a big glass of it. We just did I think we did shots.
See, a shot I might be able to do.
Yeah, that's how we did it. And they're trying to figure out different ways that what you could mix it with. So I was watching TikTok the other day, and somebody said mixing it with Bailey's Irish cream. So
why?
I don't know. That was just what they said was the tasted good. So I don't know. I like wine.
Mm-hmm.
I love blackberry Merlot wine. I've decided I really like blackberry Merlot wine a little more than I probably should. Jay is getting into the flavored beers, like the apple beers.
Mm-hmm.
Angry Orchard he really likes, and they've got pear and different flavors. We bought a strawberry one. They just came out with a strawberry one, and we're gonna give that a try and see what it tastes like. We haven't tried it yet. But anyway, what started this whole conversation was talking about water. Squirrel. And what I've started doing is, and it doesn't take up too much room, when I go grab a Pepsi out of the refrigerator, I grab a hot one and put it in. Same thing with water. That way they're always cold. And they're right there together. We were keeping them in the refrigerator, like we put a 12-pack of Pepsi in there, a 12-pack of Diet Dew, a whole bunch of waters in there. And it just got in the way of putting other things in there that we really liked. So we decided that the pop got evicted, and now I put 1 or 2 cans in there, and we have 1 or 2 cans or 1 or 2 bottles of water in there.
And the rest is alcohol.
Yeah. Teena, Angry Orchard green apple beer. I haven't had the green apple one yet.
Now, Bob, sorry.
Go ahead. I was going to say Jay likes that. He likes the rosé and the pear. The pear one is really super good, and I'm not that crazy over pears, but that one's really, really good because you can buy I think it's a 12-pack. It has different flavors in it, so you can kind of one. I think you get 3 of each flavor or something like that.
Right. So
you get a regular one, an unfiltered one, pear. I can't remember what the other one was. The rosé maybe, but they're really good. I like the apple beers. So and you can drop Fireball whiskey in there too.
That's what Bob does.
Yeah, I love Angry Balls.
Yeah.
I didn't know. This is how stupid I am. We had a paranormal convention here in Middletown, and it was when Brian Camo came in and Callie Sherrill. And the night before the convention, we all met at one of the local watering holes. We met at the Whiskey Barrel, which was up near their hotels. It was okay. And we got there, and Callie says, "Teresa, you need to get one of these." I said, "Well, what are you drinking?" And she was drinking the tall beer glass. It was a clear. I said, "Well, what are you drinking?" It's just beer. She said, "Oh, no, try this." And I was like, "Well," and she's like, "Just give it a try." So I took a sip, and I was like, "Oh, my God, this is good. What is it?" She said, "It's called Angry Balls." I said, "Jay, go up there and get me an Angry Balls." He goes, "You want me to ask the bartender for Angry Balls?" Well, I didn't know what it was. It just tasted good. Well, then they told me Fireball was in it, and I was like, "Okay, it's cinnamon." I had no idea that it was cinnamon whiskey. So I don't know how many I had. And then towards the latter part of the evening, we were doing, instead of just getting a regular Angry Balls, we go up there and tell them we wanted double nutted, which they gave us 2 shots of Fireball in it.
Oh my God.
So the next morning when I attempted to get up, I was so sick and I couldn't figure out why. I could not figure out why. And Jay says, dumbass, he said, you were drinking whiskey last night. You never drink whiskey. I said, I wasn't drinking whiskey. He said, yeah, you were. I said, I wasn't drinking whiskey, Jay. I would know if I was drinking whiskey. I don't like whiskey. He goes, you were drinking whiskey. I said, yeah, I wasn't drinking whiskey. I said, I had the apple beer with that cinnamon stuff in it. He goes, that cinnamon stuff is Fireball whiskey. I said, oh.
Oh.
So I learned my lesson the hard way.
Oh no.
But at least I can still drink it.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't get ill on it. That was a blessing. Lindsay says, we were talking about shots, and Lindsay says it's quick and you're done. That's true. I can pretty much do shots of, if it's just a regular shot, like in the small shot glasses. But if you give me, like, some of them, you go to a bar and you say, I just need a shot, and they give you like that much.
A tumbler, and, yeah.
Yeah, and it's like, oh God, I can't do that. I can't do that like that.
That's why I'm DD most of the time.
Lindsay says she can do Fireball, but that's as far as whiskey goes. Yeah, me too.
Mm-hmm.
You need to try the peanut butter. I wouldn't suggest buying.
It gives me chills.
Oh, no, it's so good. But I said I don't. But you like bourbon though, right?
I like bourbon and whiskey, either or.
Okay.
If I've got a good bourbon, I'll just drink it straight up. If I've got, but we drink, like, me and my girlfriends drink Crown when we get together. So we drink Crown and ginger ale.
And ginger ale.
And we drink it. You know the watering pictures that you get when you go to a restaurant and they leave you a picture of water on your table?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Is that your Crown and ginger ale?
Yeah, we put about 4 or 5 shots into that with a can and a half of ginger ale, and they go down pretty good.
I guess. See, I wouldn't like that. It has whiskey in it, and it has ginger ale. I don't care for ginger ale.
Oh, okay.
So I couldn't do that.
It's you drink 2 of those and you're feeling it the next day. It's pretty bad.
Now Jay would like that, but he drinks this down here. It's called L8. It's similar to a ginger ale. Mm-hmm. Winchester Swamp Water is the other local name for it, but it's out of Kentucky.
Winchester Swamp Water.
In Winchester, Kentucky, and they call it swamp water. It's something different. Jay grew up on it. I just don't care for it. It tastes too similar to ginger ale to me. It's got that, I don't know, I just don't like it. Lindsay says she's a vodka and Sprite girl.
Oh, okay.
And Donnie's in here now. Hi, Donnie. He's going to be there next Saturday with us.
Oh, there you go.
He drinks L8 with vodka.
L8.
Yeah.
Apple Crown. You know what?
Cream soda.
We were drinking shots when I went to Montreal there in the fall. Mm-hmm. We were drinking shots of Apple Crown, and it was delicious. So good. I've never mixed it with cream soda, but it was really good straight up.
I will have to say, and I have forgot about that. My girlfriend, I went to go pick her up for something, and she said, do you want a shot before we go? And I was like, no, I don't drink shots. She goes, have you ever had this? It's Apple Crown. She keeps it in her freezer.
Yep.
I was like, no. So I didn't take a shot, but I took a sip of it to see what it tasted like. It was actually not bad. I was actually surprised. Until you said Apple Crown, I had forgot about that.
I don't like the vanilla one.
What about the salted caramel?
I haven't had that one yet. They do have a peach one out as well, though, and the peach one's quite good as well.
Is it?
Yeah, it's sweet. Like, I couldn't mix it with anything. You have to drink it straight.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
That might be the one I want.
Peach and apple. I don't mix it with anything. You do it in shots or you do it on ice because it's too sweet. But I bet you that would be good with your peanut butter whiskey.
Peach and peanut butter?
Well, like, yeah. Haven't you ever had apple jelly or peach jam?
Yeah.
Yeah, with peanut butter.
I've never had peach with peanut butter.
You never had peach jam with peanut butter?
No.
Oh, it's good. You're looking at me like I'm nuts.
Yeah, I think you are. I've had apple, strawberry, mixed berry, and grape.
Okay.
That's pretty much my jelly gambit there. I'm not real adventurous.
Oh, peach is really good.
She says salted caramel. May have to try that, but what do you drink with that? I think you just drink it by itself.
Just drink it straight. Just drink it straight.
We'll have to, Lindsay, we'll have to sit down one night and we'll have to do all this together and we'll make the guys drive. So.
You sound like a couple alcoholics, you and I here.
I know, isn't that pitiful? And it's funny, neither one of us really drink very much.
No.
Unless it's, now I do like my wine, but, and I don't, I'll drink, this sounds really bad. I'll drink the whole bottle in a setting.
Oh.
Because I don't like to put it back in the refrigerator.
What?
Because you can't put the cork back in it. Then Jay bought me these wine stoppers.
Yeah.
Well, that just kind of ruined everything for me. So when I drink wine, I will usually drink the bottle of wine.
Oh,
and that may come from my Boone's Farm days.
I'd be so sick.
You drink the whole bottle straight out of the bottle.
Oh, no.
Boone's Farm is different. That's like the teenage wine. You had to have somebody buy it for you if you were underage. But
when I was younger, it was Arbor Mist was what they used to drink.
And see, my blackberry wine that I like, that blackberry Merlot, is Arbor Mist.
Is it?
It is. It is the best out there. I absolutely love it. And it's not expensive. That's what I really like about it, is the fact that it's not I can be really cheap on that. It's okay. Lindsay and I have a deal. We'll make the guys drive.
There you go. We did that to Jay once. When we were in Bryan, I got all liquored up. I didn't mean to.
It happens.
But it was that one drink. You're like, here, taste this. Oh my goodness. Okay.
I remember what that
tastes like more.
Right? It was really good. Was it hibiscus? Or something like that? I can't remember, but it was so good.
It was so good. The food was good there. The drinks were good. What was that? Father John's.
Yeah, Father John's. I was going to say it was in a church.
Yep. And it was awesome. That was a great night.
That was a cool location.
Mm-hmm.
Not only it's a haunted location in its own right, but now, like the top part, which would have been like the church, the sanctuary or whatever, where they have all the pews, that was where they had like speakers and everything.
Mm-hmm.
Well, then if you entered the building and you went like this way, you went to where the vendors and the speakers were. But if you went downstairs, there's a restaurant.
Mm-hmm.
And it was like walking into like something in like a medieval tavern or something. It was really super
It
cool.
was cool.
And the food was amazing.
Mm-hmm.
They actually put us in a little room by ourselves, which was a good thing.
Which was a good thing.
Yeah, there was quite a few of us. So, and we each got a different drink. And I think it was the girls were like, "Oh, taste this one. Let me see that one." And it was kind of, and then you decided which one you liked. And like Tina said, the one I got tasted like more, and it did. It was more.
I had one, and I looked at Jay, and I went, "Do you mind driving me back to the hotel?" No? All right. Let's have 5 more.
Right. Why not?
It was a good night.
Yes, it was. It was fun. That was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Okay, Donnie says he's a good DD, so we're cleared, Lindsay. And Jay's done it for me, and I've done it for him more times than he's done it for me.
Wild Irish Rose was the thing when I was younger. Jamie, what is that? I've never even heard of that.
One of those. Have you ever had like, I'm trying to think of something that's the equivalent, Mad Dog 2020 or MD 2020. We also had Lawrence Screwdriver, but you would buy the whole bottle, and it's a screwdriver.
Oh,
and you could get pretty messed up on that.
Lawrence.
I'm trying to remember what Wild Irish Rose, and it wasn't.
Lindsay's face. Lindsay. I'm trying to switch back between the chat back and
Wild Irish Rose wine.
Oh, it's wine?
It's a wine. No, it wasn't. Hang on. Oh wow, I can't spell. Irish. I-R. Wow.
Have you been in the fridge?
No. It's okay. Wild Irish Rose whiskey.
There you go.
And it brought up the same thing as the wine. Don't they know there's a difference between wine and whiskey? I know that there's a difference between wine and whiskey.
Yeah, I can't drink wine.
What kind of alcohol is Wild Irish Rose? A fortified, it's a medicinal tonic, wine tonic. 20% alcohol, which made it more like a distilled spirit than a regular wine. It became America's #1 wine. Thunderbird and Irish Rose wine, to name 2 examples of the fortified wines.
Oh my God.
Was it good? No. I've seen it. But I never personally drank it. I witnessed the results of somebody drinking it. Thought they were rather humorous, rather funny. So, but that was when we were kids. We were teenagers when we should have been drinking anyway. And I had a hard time when Hunter was a teen. I almost felt hypocritical if I got after him for drinking
Mm-hmm.
because I did it. And I know that I shouldn't have. I know that. But I still did it. But I still felt, like I said, almost hypocritical about getting onto him. Although as a good parent, I did. I raised hell and yelled and screamed and grounded and all that good stuff. And as a good teen, he ignored it and did it the next weekend. So, and guess where he is right now? Shooting pool at a bar. But he's 21. I
Mm-hmm.
can't do anything about it.
That's right. See, my hunter doesn't drink very often. So I got lucky. Neither one, and Gabriel too. I was really lucky. Neither of my boys are big drinkers. So I would just yell at them, "Do not drive home." And they would be getting in the car with their friends, and I would open the door and go, "Make choices! Make a choices!" and scream at them. And their friends would laugh at me and wave, "Bye, Mom." Like, just please don't, guys, call me if you need a ride. Please do not drink and drive. That's all I ask. You know what?
Right.
You want to drink to the point where you make yourself sick? You're stupid. You go right ahead. I'm not going to tell you. You know what? Hunter made himself. What's that?
You will regret it the next morning.
Hunter made himself sick twice. He's never done it again.
Now, my mom and dad always told me, if you're ever out and you need to come home or you need us to come and get us, come and get you, just call.
Mm-hmm.
I never did. I never did. My son has called us twice.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm glad that he called.
That's right.
Yeah. When he left before he got his license, because he didn't get his license until last year. But when he would leave with his friends, and I knew that they were going to be out drinking. I embarrassed him pretty good, and I was kind of proud of myself for it because I yelled out the front door as I'm waving to the boys, and they're like, "Be careful, you've got my baby in there. Take care of my baby boy." Hunter got embarrassed, and I thought it was hysterical and funny, and he still gets teased about it. So I kind of liked it.
They are our babies, though. I don't care how old they get. Like, your hunter's going to be 22. My hunter's going to be 21.
Yeah, it's hard. And I still am. I don't sleep good unless I know that he's home.
Oh, really?
And I got to where I could hear a mouse fart in the other room, waiting and listening for him to come home. And, I'm sleeping, but yes, I hear everything. So now I'll say, "Are you going to be late?" "Yeah." "Okay, then I'm not going to worry.
Mm-hmm.
If I need you, Mom, I'll call you." "All right, fair enough." And now I'm sleeping. But it's also the fact that if he does something stupid, he's on his own. He's over 18.
Mm-hmm.
So if you do something stupid and you get caught, you're on your own. You made that decision. You need to live with your decision. Good night, Donnie. See you next weekend. Jamie says he drank it because it was cheap. That's why we drank Screwdriver. And we were talking about this the other day. Back to alcohol. Gosh, I'm bad. There used to be Sun Country wine coolers. I used to love wine coolers. And they came in a 2-liter bottle.
Mm-hmm.
Wine coolers. And my son looked at me like I had lost my mind.
2-liter bottle.
2-liter bottle of wine cooler.
So, oh my God. Nope. You'd be sick for a week.
They were so good. And you could just, you're sitting there drinking your 2-liter bottle.
Ugh. Ugh. That gave me chills. I can't even.
But see, I'm still drinking wine. It's a wine cooler, so I still have the
Ugh.
wine.
Nope. No wine for me. Oh, look, I'm starting to yawn. Sorry. Must be getting late.
It's your bedtime.
My bedtime.
It's your bedtime. So I think we're going to try, as long as I stay feeling good, which I'm up and down and up and down and up and down with. Let's try to do readings next weekend, or next week, I should say.
Sure.
I'll try to be good, and I've discovered that if I start running the fever with what I've got, all I have to do is take Tylenol. I haven't missed a day in over a month now.
Oh, good.
I'm at home.
Mm-hmm. Imagine that.
Yeah. So that makes a
Just
difference.
saying.
And insurance denied, again, my Dupixent injections. It's my PFT, my pulmonary function test, my breathing was right above 80%. And they said it's not, for Dupixent, it's not a criteria. Wherever your pulmonary function test is, doesn't matter. It's not a criteria for it. But my insurance says it's a criteria for them. So they denied it. So we're going to wait and see what step 2 is now. So hopefully something will happen.
I'm sorry.
Well, it's irritating because, I sleep sitting up most of the time now, because when I lay down, I start gurgling and my lungs get full, and it's BS is what it is.
Yeah.
Tired
That's
of
exactly it.
Yeah. And I know that when I have a bad night coughing, I spike a fever the next morning. So I just take Tylenol. Once the fever goes away, I'm fine. I'm perfectly fine. It's just really weird. It's weird. But hopefully they will figure something out, or get me on a program to pay for them. I mean, geez, they already sent me my EpiPen, my Sharps container for it, and everything. I'm ready. I'm just waiting on the medicine.
You just need the shot.
Yeah. So hopefully I'll feel better, and we will be able to do readings next weekend. Or I keep saying weekend, next week. Next Wednesday.
Yeah.
So Wednesday, 8:00. Hopefully we will see you guys then, and we'll do some readings. So everybody have a great week and a good weekend, and we'll see you next week. Good night.
Okay, good night. Thanks for tuning in.